One protest is normal. Two protests raise questions. But what happens when students, farmers, teachers, and tribal communities all begin protesting at nearly the same time? From Delhi to Punjab to the forests of central India, India is witnessing one of its busiest protest periods in recent years. And all of this is happening just as India's parliament prepares for its monsoon session. Coincidence? Or are these groups trying to make their voices heard before lawmakers debate the country's biggest issues? Let's understand what's really happening across India.
India's biggest protest today isn't about politics. It's about young people's future. Thousands of students and job seekers have gathered in Delhi and other cities demanding transparency in examinations and government recruitment. Many say repeated exam controversies, canceled tests, delayed recruitment, and long waiting periods have created uncertainty for millions. For a student preparing for competitive exams, even a single canceled examination can mean losing an entire year. Some protesters say they have spent years preparing without seeing vacancies filled. Authorities say reforms are being considered and discussions are underway. But for many young protesters, every delayed recruitment feels like another year slipping away. This explains why this movement has spread so rapidly. If students worry about jobs, farmers worry about livelihoods. Farmer organizations have once again returned to protest sites. This time, one major concern is the proposed India-US trade agreement. Many farmers fear cheaper imports could reduce their income and increase competition. The government argues any agreement will protect India's interests while expanding trade. For farmers, this isn't only about today's harvest. It's about whether farming will remain profitable for the next generation, away from television cameras. Teachers are also protesting. Their demands may sound simple. Fill vacancies. Recruit faster. Improve salaries. Strengthen public education. Because for them, the education system cannot improve if thousands of teaching positions remain vacant. Unlike student protests, these demonstrations are mostly organized state by state. In India's tribal protests are different. They aren't asking for exam reforms or trade policies. They're fighting over something much older. Land. Across parts of Maharashtra, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and Odisha, tribal communities continue demanding stronger implementation of forest rights, protection of traditional lands, and better access to government welfare. For many communities, the forest isn't just nature. It's home. It's livelihood. It's identity. Perhaps India's most unusual protest today isn't happening in a city. It's happening around a river. The Betwa River Linking Project is one of India's biggest water infrastructure projects. Supporters believe it could transform drought-prone Bundelkhand by providing irrigation and drinking water. Critics worry about something else. Will villages be displaced? Will forests disappear? Will wildlife inside Panna-Tiger Reserve be affected? Both sides say they're protecting India's future. One focuses on water. The other focuses on forests. That's why this debate has become one of India's biggest environmental controversies. Although these protests look completely different, they all revolve around one question. Who gets heard when national decisions are made? Students ask, what about our future? Farmers ask, what about our income? Teachers ask, what about education? Tribal communities ask, what about our land? Environmental groups ask, what about nature? Different questions. One democracy. India has always seen protests. In fact, peaceful protest is protected under Article 19 of the Constitution, subject to reasonable restrictions. Whether these movements grow, fade away, or influence future policies depends on dialogue, negotiations, court decisions, and government action. One thing is certain. The conversations happening today could shape India's future for years to come. Which protest do you think will have the biggest impact on India's future? Student jobs? Farmers? Teachers? Or environmental issues? Tell us in the comments. And if you enjoy fact-based geopolitical documentaries, subscribe to Deep Diplomacy.